And we are here and live reality after show, Drag Race All-Star Season 10. Your boy, Phillip Solomon from Deal No Deal Island Season 2, as well as one of my wonderful friends, Jeff Marx. Jeff, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Phillip. How are you?
I am hanging in there. We got second bracket ready to rock and roll. If you guys have been following along, great, awesome. You already know who we are, our Drag Race credentials, if you will. So I thought I would kick off this episode with just discussing like a quick question, throwing it out into the universe. So my question for you, Jeff, what is one thing? We've now been here for 17 seasons and 10 All-Stars. What is one thing you are tired of seeing or hearing on Drag Race?
Good question, because everyone probably has something different. Mine is going to be, look, I love Michelle Visage. I love RuPaul. I love the panel. I am tired personally of hearing, we've seen this from you before. Find a different silhouette. Because sometimes that's what's good about the person, right? Like you cast them to off of their like good things that they're doing. Sure, do we like to expand our horizons, see a queen grow? Yeah, but if they're killing it, like Isabelle did this runway with something that's like a tried and true silhouette on her, she still killed it. She still served you A+ fat girl drag. So like, I don't know. I want to hear a different critique.
Awesome. My answer is Diana Ross 70s looks for the makeover challenge. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. And also, I know why they do it. You can do it because you don't know who you're making over. It's an easy silhouette of like a moo-moo-like situation. It's flowy. I understand it, but like we've seen it. We've seen it over and over again, and I can't take any more Caucasian Diana Ross is walking down the stage with the big curly wig and the flow. Like, I get it. I'm in it, but I don't want it anymore.
No, the only white Ross I want to see is Ross the intern on the panel, on the judging panel.
Is the hilarious Ross Matthews, who is still yet to be hilarious in 17 seasons. Yup, agree fully. All right, bracket number 2, jumping right in. Let's talk about these entrants. Let's get into it. Bracket number 2, I thought I was going to be a little underwhelmed. I was not. I was happy about it. I was there. All right, we got our looks up ahead. Mistress Isabelle Brooks, as you know, I'm going to talk about the numbers. Season 15 came in 3rd place and has one Maxi Challenge win under her belt. What are your views on the look?
So I think the look is standard, amazing Isabelle. Here's where Isabelle's going to have a problem. Is going to be the judges want to see more, right? But I loved her answer in this episode, which was when they were like, well, what are you bringing different? Well, how are you improving? What's changed since you've been gone? And her answer was nothing. I should have won the first time. I agree with that. I genuinely can't tell you who the winner was that season because I don't remember what season that was or who the winner was. I just know that Isabelle was great and I wanted her to win. So this is amazing. I think it's sleek. I think it's stylish. It's sexy, it's big girl, amazing, and I'm here for it. She's one of my favorites.
Nice. I believe this was the Sasha Colby season, right?
Okay, well then that was geared for Sasha Colby to win 100%. She was there to win it from the beginning, and she deserves it. But Isabelle was amazing. I just think that was a little engineered season, in my opinion, in terms of casting.
Yes, agree. I think we were all, for lack of a better term, at the Sasha Colby meet and greet. And that's fair. Like, I understand that. I get it. I remember it. I'm like, yeah, we're just counting down the days till she wins, and that's fine.
That was a case where I think, casting-wise, they didn't have openly trans girls early on the shows for this show, right?
Right.
So they are kind of making up for some of the home run all-star trans drag excellence that's been around for years and years. And so Sasha was a deserving winner and probably could have been on the show a lot earlier, but wasn't.
Yeah.
So A+ win. No disrespect to Sasha Colby, but Isabelle is A+ and is a deserving winner too. So I'm here for her to shine and win.
Very much so. Speaking of Sasha Colby, Carrie Colby also, no, that one was season 14, came in 9th place. I actually thought she did better. I think she's one of our more memorable girls that we, in our head, placed them higher than where they actually were. But in 9th place, 0 Maxi Challenge wins. I love this look. I'm obsessed with it. She looks like a human hanger. I'm here for it.
I mean, here's the thing. She's a pretty girl. I don't know as if she is super talented in the terms of camp or hosting or whatever. You know, she to me falls in a excellent example of what I call the look girls, right? Like they
Yep.
look like a real woman, and in this case, it's because she is a real woman. So,
Mm-hmm.
so for me, hey, she's pretty, but what else is she doing? So I don't have any knocks against her. I just want to see what else she does besides look good.
I think this is the 40 inches that Lux Noir London was looking for. I think this is what it looks like when you have all the inches there.
Totally, 100%.
All right, Lydia Butthole Collins. You go.
I mean, here's what's interesting about Lydia is they've pulled her from season 17 and went to film this without any of the other girls having seen season 17, right? So
Yeah.
they don't really know her as like what to expect, what her drag is like, you know. So she's coming in with a surprise element to the other girls, and I think winning so early is kind of heads up to them, because I do think she's a contender. I think she's a great cross of weirdos that we love. Like,
Yep.
think of the weirdos we love. Utica, Evie Oddly, you know, she's got a little bit of that weirdo edge, but she also is very beautiful and can be very beautiful and dresses up really great and executes everything to a T. So it's a good blend of weird and femme, and I think it is a surprising delivery. I hear through the grapevine she does really well this season, so she could bump some of these other girls out that kind of came to expect to have a spot moving further in.
Okay, so here's what I love and here's what I hate. I love the fact that she's been on regular Drag Race already, so she understands the game, but I hate the fact that she has not at the point where this season had filmed. I know the other girls haven't seen her on TV yet, but she hasn't seen herself on TV yet. And you and I will both tell you, once you see yourself objectively on camera on a television screen, you do things differently. So she hasn't necessarily had that opportunity to like evolve even weird things like, oh, I don't like the way I'm contouring my nose or my eyes.
Mhm.
Like she hasn't had that opportunity either. So what I'm really asking is, has there been enough growth to really hit her full potential on this? I'm not sure.
Great point. That actually is an excellent point. And that is something that comes with having been on a show is, it's why I always hate when there's like a mix, like on a Big Brother or Survivor, where they put old people who've been on the show before with new people, because
Yeah.
even just in terms of living through production, you have a step ahead of those new people, right? Like on your season of Deal or No Deal Island, you were a new person, you'd never done production before, but then you're playing with people who are like, oh yeah, cameras, no problem. Oh, I know how this works. I know how the sausage is made. So I think Lydia not giving the opportunity to evaluate her own sausage making, so to speak, is a tool that the other girls do have against her. Good point.
Yeah, I think the only sausage she's been evaluating is Corey King. On to the next three. Let's just get that going right now. All right, so we have Tina Burner, season 13's Heaventh Place, another one with 0 maxi wins. I have been a big Tina Burner fan for a while, and I thought she was underappreciated on her original season just because the personalities were so big. There was so much happening then. So I will say I don't hate this look. I don't love this look, but also like I'm seeing an evolution. The makeup is toned down. It's a little bit more detail oriented. She's a New York musical theater girl.
Yeah, so I think Tina Burner is going to be big this season. I think she has had time to refine her drag, and nothing motivates a career girl more than wanting a second chance and finally getting it, right? So I've seen Tina in the clubs, in the bars in New York back when I lived there. So she's been kicking around a bit. She's someone I've seen, I've never met, but like I knew the name when she came on Drag Race. So I was rooting for her then. I'm rooting for her now. I think this look is excellent, coming in a little understated. She's taking that bar and like executing it really well, but she's kind of giving herself room to bedazzle, right? So this is great. It's clean. It's not a yawn, but it's also not a dazzle really, right? But
Agree.
it's well executed, and she's coming in, and as you saw in the challenge, she nailed it. So I think she has room to really bang us out.
I think it's really well done. Speaking of someone that really understands like the game, Georgia straight from season 14 and All Stars 9. On season 14, she was 6th place. All Stars 9, she was 4th place. And she comes to us with the most Maxi Challenge wins of 3. I love the fact that she came in here looking like a decoration at a quinceanera. Like, I'm here for it. I think she always looks like an ornament. And I'm like, yep, you know what? I love this.
Yeah, she's adorable. Here's the thing. Love Georgia's. There's a reason she's been on Drag Race 3 times and she's only 24, right? I don't think she'll ever win. I just don't think she is a winning all-around home run person when you put her up against other people. I think she's charming. I think she's gorgeous. I think she can dance the fuck out of anything and lip sync assassin potential as well. But I just think she is... she's not, I don't want to say filler queen, but she is like the ultimate in coming so close, but just won't ever make it, right? Like, we love her. She's a crowd favorite, but I think she's just kind of, I don't think she's guaranteed to make the top 3 of this bracket. I think she's going to have to work for it.
I think it's one of those weird things where Georges is a queen that we know really well. We've seen her 3 times in 4 years, which is insane. But at the same time, gun to your head, what do you know about her?
I know that she likes daddies. I know that she's stoned a lot. I know that she is probably like a self-described, I don't know exactly how she said it, but my impression that I'm remembering is pass around party bottom. I don't know if that was the phrase she used, but that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
She's probably a fun party girl. She's probably fun to hang out with and, you know, smoke up and laugh and have a good time. Other than that, I don't really know. Oh, I know that she came... Where was it? Was it Puerto Rico? I'm going to sound white right now. Was it Puerto Rico? She came from somewhere that's not like America, right? And so like that kind of is a fun little immigrant sort of twist sort of story. But it's not like Jules last season where that was like her whole background, right?
Right. Yeah.
Her whole platform really. And so that's really kind of it.
Yeah, we have a good comment here from Mary. We already know Georges and Lydia as RuPaul favorites that had 2 spots. And yes, I don't think you're wrong there, but do I think that there is room for them both to come out of this unscathed? I don't. I think I think that we can almost guarantee that one of them will probably make it out of this 6. I don't know if they both can. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, RuPaul does have her favorites, and they always look very feminine and dainty, I think, for the most part.
Yeah.
She really likes those look girls that can execute femininity. And I think that comes from, you know, old school drag where RuPaul comes from. That was the art form, was cis men executing femininity. And that's why she held on to that route for so long, you know? And now drag has evolved and is so many things for so many people that you have to break out of that.
Yeah. And last but not least, Nicole Page Brooks. Nicole comes to us from season 2, 11th place, also 0 Maxi Challenge wins. So I think she is here to do what Phoenix could not do in bracket number 1. I think Nicole, this is a hot take, is going to make it out of this bracket as one of the top 3 because I don't think it sets a good precedent from a production standpoint to keep bringing in all these old girls and getting rid of them immediately, if that makes sense. So I think if one of them had to make it,
at one point, right? Someone has to do well. If you're going to cast that person, that person has to like blow us away, right?
I think when you look at the edit and the confessional count, Nicole has to do well this bracket. She has to. It makes no other sense.
I mean, she has underperformed so far in this first episode.
Yeah.
So there is nothing but room for improvement. And she is a fun personality that I had forgotten about. Look, casting wise, I like the idea of bringing back some old school girls, but I want to make sure that they can hang with the new talent, right? And
agree.
So far, that hasn't happened for this season yet. Phoenix is stumbling. Nicole Page Brooks didn't work out really in her first episode. I'm curious if the slot for that casting for the third bracket, and I'm not remembering who that is off the top of my head, but maybe that person has a story arc where they are going to knock it out of the park.
No, I think it's like Acid Betty,
No.
Diabetti, Alyssa Hunter. Like, there's no like old girl. I want to say Ginger Minge would be your old girl in bracket 3.
Well, and that's another Georgia situation. Like, how many times do we need to see these people until they win, right? And Ginger Minge is a winner. She's not like a winner on the show, but like she's got a cookbook. She does theater. She's like, I mean, she's a legit amazing performer, drag queen. But like, sure, for me personally, it would be nice to have a big girl winner somewhere along the way. It has not happened yet. So, and I don't care what color or gender identity they are, but there should be a fat bitch winner sometime soon.
Agreed. So we get into our challenge. It is a design challenge. It's looking like every bracket is going to have to do like a design challenge, a comedy acting challenge, and maybe some kind of like girl group performance situation. I'm hoping. And then I think we'll get Snatch Game when they all come together. I'm hoping. I don't know. So we have our design challenge. They have to use all the things that they are given in their 8-ball. I kind of love that. I think that very often when they have to use unconventional materials, they kind of pick and choose. But the sheer fact that they have to use all 8 things in there, I love it. I think it's hard, even though we still have girls in there that are like, I don't know how to sew. And I'm like, but why though? That to me is a honorable mention for things I'm tired of hearing. You know the show. It's been on for a million years. And so I need you to know the show well enough to be like, I should sew a little bit.
Yeah, that would be literally the first thing I would do my homework on. I would be like, oh, you know what? I don't know how to do that. I can maybe come up with some jokes by myself. I can maybe, do something else, but, I can maybe I can do a lip reading, like there's things I can do on the fly. I cannot sew a dress together out of trash bags to save my life. So I would want to know a few details. I love that. I love when Nicole Page Brooks was like, "Oh yes, I learned last week." Well, good. At least you learned last week. At least you did. At least you did it when you got the call from production that said, "Hey, you're going into All Stars 10. Let's go." Or 9. Is it 9?
This one is 10. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're going on All Stars 10. Get ready. Great. First thing, book the sewing lesson. So she did good in that. You have to know it.
Okay, so let's talk about the personality dynamics in the workroom. I will say this bracket brought it hard. I could have just sat in that workroom, just eating a snack, just like looking around and watching. And the thing is, and I said this to someone this morning, Mistress Isabelle Brooks is always rude, but never incorrect. I will say it over and over again. I'm always like, I wouldn't have said it like that, but not wrong. Fair.
Well, you know what's fascinating, and I hate to be the guy that's always talking about the original reality show he was on, but when I was on Glass House back in 2012 for ABC, which was sued by CBS for Big Brother, yada yada yada, one of the things that I had wished that they kept in the cut, somewhat, it was after my fight with the Mormon lady, and this was during Prop 8 and gay marriage and everything, right? Someone called me mean. I forget who it was, one of the lower characters that no one cared about. And I said, look, lots of people have called me mean. No one has called me wrong. All right. And then someone else said something about me being a liar. And I said, you can call me many things. I am described as a lot of stuff, but I have never been told I'm a liar. And that is literally what Isabelle said this afternoon. This afternoon, I was watching it this morning, when she was at the getting ready table, at the makeup table, and she was like arguing with Tina Burner, which I love their little back and forth. They're both strong women, and I love them both, so I'm here for them to fight it all out. I'm on both of y'all's sides. But I love that she was like, hey, look, you can call me a lot of stuff, but liar's not one of them. And that is a strong personality trait. People don't always love it. They find it off-putting. I possess the same trait in myself. I can't help but be truthful. I really just can't. I can edit myself sometimes. I can gasp. I can hold my breath for a day or two, but ultimately, it's just how I'm wired. And that's one of the reasons why I love Isabelle so much, is because she has never been wrong. You might have called her mean. You might have called her rude, but you've always agreed with her.
And here's like, again, where it gets back to really the core of All Stars. Because I was thinking about it when we were, I was looking at some of the spoilers for who they think is on the cast of like Survivor season 50 and stuff. And they're like, well, they're not a great player. They're not a this, not a that. I was like, no. It's not actually about the individual player and watching them play again. No one really wants to watch Suri or Parvati or whatever else play over and over again. But it's the sheer fact that we get things like we could potentially have Mistress, Tina, Irene, and Bosco all in the same room. Like, to me, I would sit there and just watch that. Like the drag actually doesn't matter that much when you get those kind of personalities in the same room.
Well, just look at how great that one season was where they did an all winners all stars. That season was amazing. Every single queen who was returning was at the top of their game, and they were all great, right? So that was a highly watchable season from beginning to end. No matter what happens, we were happy to be there as viewers, right? So I think with shows like this, like Drag Race and Survivor and whatever, when you bring back people who are just like good at the gig, it's exciting for people.
Yeah, totally. Poor Lydia Butthole Collins is just out here looking for a mom. She's like, anyone please adopt me, which, like, I don't hate. I'm a firm believer in, like, you got to be good at networking. And the idea that her season hasn't aired yet, and she's looking up to these, like, drag titans being like, will someone take me under their wing? Because, again, I think she has skill and talent, but she really does need someone like Mistress Tina to be like, I got you. Come with me on the road, do a show with me, like one tour. I got you easy.
Totally.
All right, let's hit the runway. We got Georges. Okay. So we got these three. Cool, great. All right, we got Georges in her look, and I will say this photo does it justice because it wasn't this spectacular when you're actually watching the show, but this photo does some big favors. What I love about her is, we've said it before, and we're going to say it again. When you are this beautiful and this skinny, it doesn't take a lot of work to look good, and the hair and makeup's on point. So, like, this photo does make the look a lot better than it did.
Yeah, I mean, look, she knows how to sell a garment, right? She knows how to walk down a runway. She looks gorgeous. This is unmemorable to me. If you did not have the photo, I would have forgotten about it. That's just the truth. Do I think she used the materials well? Yeah, fine.
I think that I thought it was a swimsuit. I thought it was a leotard. And then the middle piece came down and I was like, oh, it's a dress. The slits are actually so high that it is in between her legs as she walks. So in turn, it is a dress, technically. Technically speaking, it is a dress.
Yeah. Who's next?
All right. This, to me, tailoring excellence. The pants, the top, the jacket, all of it on point.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, this is the room I told you about, where she set our expectations on that first entrance, and now she's going to blow it away. I think this is very sleek. I think it's very New Yorker. It's very, like the guest judge said, uptown. It's uptown New York. She was definitely giving that vibe. It's where she's a local queen at, right? So she incorporated all of those pieces, all of those elements very well, crafted them perfectly. She nailed it.
I think to be the winner of, let's say, like an unconventional design challenge where you're just getting things thrown at you, I think this look is strong enough. It wouldn't have been a number one for me, but it's strong enough to have been an entrance look that she brought from home, if that makes sense. So if you can make a design challenge look like something you would have brought normally, I was like, then that's skill, because she had no choice in color, fabric, anything, and she still made it look like this, and that's great.
She's also had how long between her first season to study up on sewing? She knew she was coming back and she was going to sew.
She knew the game, yes. Speaking of tailoring excellence, I think that people don't give Mistress enough credit when it comes to design and sewing, and knowing that, with all due respect, this lady is not a size 2. And so I think that you have to be smarter and you have to be better with using your fabric and understanding silhouette when you're a bigger girl, and Mistress understands it every single time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, again, speaking from a big girl perspective myself, wrangling all this chub together and putting it into this is not easy work. I'm a t-shirts and shorts guy every day of the week, even if I'm traveling to like Antarctica. So to put this, all this fatness all in together in this shape, in this size, and make it look this good with materials they just randomly assign to you, A+. And this is something we're familiar with on her. I think she's reminding us how amazing she is and how she was just as deserving to be a winner last time too. And she's here to win. So now, would it be nice if she shows us a little bit of a curveball, something different in that big girl body? Great. But also, if she also keeps serving this, there's no way to ding her for it, in my opinion. This is the top of her craft, is this.
She sewed a corset from scratch, and I don't think people are like discussing that enough, that I'm like, y'all, it wasn't a jersey stretch, whatever, just kind of dress, a tube dress that she made look good. I'm like, this is like real. This is a lot, and she killed it. Other than the hair, I don't love the hair.
Accessories are great. She had to work with all this crazy material and went, oh, you know what? Let's put them all together and let's make a handbag that you could sell at the shops in Soho. I mean, this bag is great. Some people might be like, oh, that's a throwaway. She didn't know what to do with the blue tulle. Girl, she made a purse just for it. She made a purse just to stuff it in there. That's genius.
I think it's also an acquired taste level. If this were some of the other girls from some of the other seasons, they would have put that blue tulle right around the top of the dress. But she's like, no, that's going to take away from what I've done. So keep it away. I agree completely. Yes.
Yeah, totally.
And we move into Carrie. I couldn't even look at the outfit. When you get to walk around Earth looking like this, it turns out I don't care what you're wearing. I don't care. I don't care.
I mean, you really can just put whatever on and call it a day, right? And you could, I mean, this honestly this is an upgraded version of just like unrolling some tooth floss and like spinning it around and going, hey, I'm beautiful, let's go to Coachella. So this is great because she's got a banging, tall, gorgeous skin, feminine, real woman body going on here. This is immaculate bodiness. So sure, whatever you want to put on it, it's going to look great. Yeah, I think it's an A+ look for her. I don't know a lot of work for this mess. I don't know. I think it works for her. I think if you put this outfit on other people, it would look messy. I mean, it also almost looks a little bit like, do you remember the first season of Jujubee, bless her soul, where she came out and it was like all kinds of crazy stuff all over?
Yep.
It's almost like that, but like refined and on a tall, gorgeous trans woman, you know? So it's hard to knock it because she sells it so well.
Right. You want to say, I want to judge this outfit objectively and be like, could it work on every other?
No.
Right. It could not. But also, you want to be like, but should I? I think a big part of drag is understanding who you are and what makes you look good in that. And I'm like, so I don't know if I want to take that away from her. I'm like, no, you know that you can make that look good. It reminds me of Simone. What Simone did could only work on Simone for good reason.
Simone.
And okay.
Simone's one of my favorite winners in terms of fashion
of all time. Yes.
And I love this headpiece too, because it kind of speaks to like the queen she is, but she's not designing for other people. She's designing for herself. And this is what she came up with. So I give her like a 93% on this. Yes. I think it's a solid A.
Speaking of solid A, let's just, okay, Nicole Page Brooks, here's the thing. I don't know what in the rag shop AC Moore we thought we were doing on this day, but I'm a firm, and I would love to just trash talk the outfit, but even the hair and makeup is giving we haven't evolved at all since season 2, and I just need her to know what the girls are doing as far as hair and makeup is concerned, because she looks like Countess Luann from the Real Housewives of New York in knowing that she's just she's giving a normal woman walking down the street, but like you're in the Super Bowl of drag, sweetie. Like I need you to elevate and amp it up, and this isn't it.
Look, I said this when Deja Sky did stars, and I'll say it again. Knock it off. Knock it off, everyone, with the stars coming out of you, or the stars and the stars. And I cannot stand it. Everyone's done it. No matter what you do, it will not be different. When I saw her doing star work, I cringed. And you know, I'm always rooting for a woman of the night. But this really was clearly the bottom of the barrel on this group.
Yeah. Yep. Good comment. Her legs are 3 different colors, which I don't even know how that's possible. She only has 2 legs and 3 to 4 colors on them. I'm not sure what's happening. There was just a lot of missed opportunities, and I just think that she's still learning the game. And by that I mean, when you look at someone like Georges, and then you look at this photo exactly, Nicole is still not understanding how to carry herself for the camera. Georges is a moving photo shoot. Totally. Carrie Colby, moving photo shoot. Even Mistress, the hands, the arms, everything, a moving photo shoot where you can stop at any moment and get the picture. And this is rough. She walked in like a bro walking into a bar, and then she just held that aesthetic all the time. I don't know what's happening here.
This is that. It's like when real masculine sporty gays go, oh, we're gonna do a drag benefit, like the Meaty Tuck drag show or something, and they're like, you know, big masked sporty gays do drag for the first time. That's kind of what this is giving.
It was giving Halloween drag. It's giving Party City. It's giving Spirit Halloween drag. Like I don't know what what our plan was here. But if we thought we were going to come to an all-stars Super Bowl of drag and bring this, pack it up, throw it away. It's giving up. That's what it's giving.
Yeah. I mean, the more I look at it, the more sad I am about it, to be perfectly honest.
I'm going to hope, though, we're getting a roast, and word on the street is a girl group challenge. Nicole can pick this up. I think sure. Nicole can truly get out of the bracket, go home for a couple weeks, and reassess and reevaluate.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And last but not least, okay, I have hot takes on this. So you start.
Okay. So I do love the 80s vibe. I know that speaks strongly to Michelle and RuPaul. I think the face seems, again, I'm not the most knowledgeable in terms of makeup, but it seems a little much. It seems a little rougey. It seems a little clown. But maybe that's what she was going for. I do love the oversized purse. It kind of reminds me of Party Monster and just like cuckoo dimensions like that. I don't love all the colors together. I don't like the zebra print in general. I like the pink stuff. The hair is great. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was as gagged over as RuPaul wants to think it is, but like it's good.
Here is my hot take, unpopular opinion. I know that everyone's like, I love this. And I was like, why? Here's my thing. If you take this look and put it on a regular season of Drag Race, is this winning a design challenge? Absolutely not. No. We have seen people do some amazing things. Even on this episode, Mistress, Isabelle Brooks, lover or hater, corset from scratch. And you let this butthole in a bodysuit and just curtains, a bodysuit and curtains walk away with this win. And I have another hot take. Here's why I think we went where we did for the end of the episode. I think RuPaul and the producers knew if they brought back someone from season 17 so fast, they had to almost rationalize it for the audience and be like, I'm telling you, she's a contender. She's an all-star. So do I think that we stole it from Tina Burner in order to just rationalize the idea of bringing this girl back? I do. And for that, I apologize because I do think Lydia is very talented. But when you look at the looks from Tina and Mistress and then look at hers, that is not a winner for me. Sorry.
I do agree with that. I thought Tina won the lip sync personally, and maybe just by a smidge. I did not think Lydia won that, and I do think Isabelle, her look should have been in there before Lydia. I think it would have been a fun Isabelle versus Tina after I
would have loved that.
That would have been a fun thing, right? And so I do think, again, goes back to, hey, it's RuPaul's show and RuPaul can do what she wants. If you don't like it, you make your own Drag Race show. But I do think that you're right in some assessment of like, hey, this is my current favorite thing and I need to push it a little bit. That makes sense because let me tell you, Isabelle was not happy about coming in third on that.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you noticed, but when like the credits were rolling and people were like doing little dance moves, the only cut I saw was Isabelle turned around and started walking to the back of the stage to exit. I didn't see her dancing around at all.
Did you watch Untucked?
I haven't yet, no, but I will.
Okay. I never suggested anyone at home watch Untucked for this episode because Mistress is like, absolutely not. She's like, this is not the Drag Race that I signed up for. And I'm like,
Okay.
yep, agree.
And I love me some truthful Isabelle, so I will end up watching it.
Yeah, this was a good one. She was like, there are some hems that are unfinished and some things that are happening. That I said, what are these shenanigans? And I'm like, yep, shenanigans. That is the only way that we can use to describe the idea that not only would Lydia beat Mistress, but then win the lip sync. And I'm like, we get it, Ru. You want it to be like, see, I did good. I brought back somebody good. She did not. For those of you that have not been following along on Reddit and the interviews, what happened is Natty Morphosis dropped out and then they couldn't get the queen that did the talent show where she was clacking her heels. Who was that? I know her.
It starts with an A, I think. Oh no, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
She was from Miami, maybe? Okay, I'll look it up. Anyway, she also backed out, and then they called Lydia, and she had two. Haraj, thank you. So anyway, so she also backed out. Her last name starts with an A, so you were not completely wrong, Jeff. Anyway, so then she backed out, and Lydia got thrown in Las Vegas. Yes, thank you. And she got thrown in with a few days to get her package ready. So do I think that they also slightly altered the challenges that these girls would be doing because it's a design challenge, a roast where it doesn't really matter what you wear? Like, I think that yes, they do make it a little easier and then they send them home for a couple weeks to get ready for the rest. So like, do I think this is leaning in Lydia's favor in order for them to like reason it out? I do.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That tracks. I wouldn't disagree with that guess, that hypothesis at all.
So we leave the lip sync. Tina Burner. I love her, but the idea of like, I'm so much more than red, gold, and yellow. And then the things she got were red, gold, and yellow. And then she had a reveal during the lip sync of red, gold, and yellow. And I was like, oh, baby. Okay.
It's still going to come back. It's still part of her. It still comes
identity. Back. The red, yellow, it's just a bad case of herpes. It just keeps coming. It just keeps coming back. And she just has like an outbreak every challenge. All right. Anyway, so with that said, we leave the episode with currently Lydia Butthole Collins is in the lead. And I just never thought I'd say that out loud. I just never thought I did. But yet, here we are. Here we are.
Well, we'll see. I don't think anything's guaranteed, though. I think this is a strong group, and I do think that there's room for others to excel in other places. So,
yeah,
I've got my eyes on this team for sure.
I think that I'm very interested to see what they do with awarding points to the most valuable queen, because if there is a group that is going to do it in some weird, shady, unconventional way, this is the bracket to do it in. So I'm excited about it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, they'll between Tina and Isabelle and Nicole Page Brooks, all three of them are capable of being very, very shady if they wanted to be.
All right. So that takes care of episode 4, bracket number 2. I do want to spill this tea from the powers that be. You know that I'm always on like the blogs, the Reddit, the so on and so forth. Just one thing before we leave. Mm-hmm. Word on the street. All Stars 11, their first bracket leaves in a week and a half, which means we're going to get brackets again, which I hate, even though I love it right now. I think we should reserve it for a season 10 or a season 20 and make it special. But because the girls only have to leave for like a week and a half, word on the street is All Stars 11 will also be broken into brackets as well, with the first group leaving next week.
Well, honestly, in terms of booking and casting, that's probably going to get you better talent that's going to say yes. Like if they're off their tour circuit, not making the cash, I mean, the show is not going to pay you that much. It's paying an exposure. So you have to take your financial hit by canceling your bookings for however long you're gone. If it's less time, more people will likely say yes. So production wise, we might have stumbled into something that works for them. I'm not convinced that I like it yet, but we'll see.
I'm only convinced that I like it because of the time we get to know them in the confessionals, where like we're not trying to meet to get reintroduced to 12 girls, 14 girls, 16 girls. But yes, also a break from All Stars. Yes, give us a year or two off. You're not wrong. I do not need an All Stars every year because it just becomes do an original season just so that you can get right back on All Stars. That currently is the trajectory, which I don't love. But anyway, with that said, on with the holiday weekend. You guys, thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, do all the things. If you need to find me, you can find me on social media or at Costco. I'm either at one or the other, Instagram or Costco, each and every week. You can hit me up on social media at Phillip Solomon _ Jeff. Where can we find you?
Instagram's the best way, at Jeff Marx the Spot. There I am. That's the best one.
All right, guys, have an amazing day. Please take care of yourself, take care of each other, so on and so forth. Continue to appreciate who you were, celebrate who you are, and motivate who you are going to be. Have an amazing day. Bye.
Bye.